And we are with you for the fourth quarter of play here in Huntersville, and won by Courtney. And that cuts the lead down to 7 points. Thank you for joining us. It's a 30-23 ball game, as we have a battle between the Lake Norman Charter Knights and East Rowan Mustangs, as the Knights trying to come back here, down by 6 now. Knights with the ball. Mercury over to Courtney. Pump fakes. Take the three ball. Oh, just misses. And it's going to be a foul. Oh, maybe look like a tentacle right there, as Caroline Mercury hits the deck hard. As that's going to be a foul on the Knights right there. So we'll see a Raider go to the line. So I'm Zane Metz, alongside me is Davis Solomons, and we apologize for no commentary in the earlier stages of this broadcast. But coming to you here in the fourth with live commentary. Also, we'll have the men's game later tonight. That one is up and out. Rebound by Courtney. She'll go the other way past half court. Crossover, drives in, loses it. And that's going to be off a Raider. So it's the Abby Courtney inbound. As Davis, if the Knights could get a win on senior night. No seniors for this women's team, but it's the final home game of the year. If you can get a dub, that's a great way to end off the campaign.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's exactly what Coach Porter is looking for. I mean, Knights have really just, shown their grit throughout this whole season. Super young team, as you mentioned, no seniors on senior night. But you can really see how they develop and how they will play on, these freshmen senior night, and how much they'll improve since then. We'll see number 12, Megan Eagle, passing it in. She'll find Dextrez. We'll see Atwell go for it. Slips through the fingertips. That's out. Eagle passing in for South Rowan. We'll see Mercury guarding her. Oh! And almost an easy layup by Dextre. Kind of just snuck through that back paint. Something the Knights have really been struggling with is that paint defense. They do a really good job on their outside press, but as soon as it starts getting to the nitty-gritty, breaks down a little bit. Love to see how this team is progressing, though. Courtney with the ball. Oh.
Yeah, it looks like an illegal screen right there from Lucy Courtney, and just, those silly mistakes towards the later end of the game. If the Knights don't come out with the win here, those are one thing they're going to look back on. They have to make every possession count, especially being down 6 with 6:44 left.
Yeah, I mean, those are just, the girls are out there. They have the play they're supposed to run. You just make those simple mistakes, and it's not really on anyone. Oh, my. We'll see 15, Minas with the ball. She'll pass to 22, Atwell. Atwell to Parr. Left to the key. Atwell. Parr with the ball. She'll take the flop. Won't get the call, though. Mercury down the court. And a lob. And just goes through the fingertips.
Yeah, I mean, Kate Champion rising up to get that one. The tallest girl on the team, actually, but just couldn't get that one. And Coach Porter's going to call a timeout and talk the things over with the girls. So the Knights are up by 6. So we are back, and that's going to be a reach-in foul on Caroline Mercury. As Knights up 30-24, 6:17 left here in the fourth quarter. As Knights trail by 6. As it's been a good one so far, and I'm excited to see the ending of this one. Up court, Mercury goes for the steal, and Lucy Courtney comes out with it. The Knights have numbers. Courtney going the other way. Bounce pass to Abby Courtney. Or excuse me, that's Crumble. Now Abby Courtney, three ball, just misses, in and out.
That's just what the Lady Knights needed, down by two free throws, and we'll see how it goes from there.
So the Raiders working the ball around, now inside. Ball on the floor. Working a back mid-range jumper. That one is no good. Rebound by Mercury. Lucy Courtney with the rock. Now over to Crumble. Sneaks about the three. Now pass to Lucy Courtney. Top of the key. Just short again. Back-to-back possessions. 3 balls just short for the Courtney sisters. Raiders have a 3-on-2 fast break. Steal by Mercury. Bounce pass to Abby Courtney. Lefty lay. Easy money. That cuts the lead to 4 points. And the Raiders have to call a timeout.
The engines are running. The Knights want to win this game. You see Mercury really using her kind of a broader wingspan, getting in between that passing lane, just getting those easy buckets and easy pass to Courtney there. That's what coaches love to see.
As this student section's fired up for senior night, some of the best energy we've seen at any game this season is this one right here. And we see the cheer team really getting the crowd riled up.
Packed to the brim.
Indeed. I'd love to see the school spirit. Business casual theme tonight for a senior night, and we see the coaches in suits, straight business tonight. Says one last go for our seniors.
Yeah, getting dressed up to put them down.
Indeed. Get dressed up for the funeral of the Raiders, hopefully, if you're the Knights. So the Lady Knights will break down the huddle. 5 on the floor. We have Abby and Lucy Courtney, Hayden Crumbles, Kate Champion, and Caroline Mercury. 5:14 left here in the fourth. Your Knights trail by 4. And that's going to be Knights ball. As the Knights really forcing the issue here. They look like they want it more right now.
Yeah, it's just a matter of it's your last game of the season and you really just want to end it on a win. And I think that's what the Knights are looking for tonight. Oh, and just a great steal by Parr. She'll take it all the way.
Oh, saves it. That one goes to Abby Courtney. It's a 2-on-2 fast break. Abby Courtney slows it down. 3 ball. That one's a little bit long. Rebound by the Raiders. The freshman Abby Courtney trying to take matters into her own hands, and she's been a great player this season for the Knights.
Yeah, I think she kind of just took this team by storm. Her and her sister Lucy are just the heart of this team, passing and offensively. And as soon as one of them gets going, it kind of ignites a fire in the hearts of everyone else.
So the Raiders working the rock around, bounce pass inside. Going up, and just out. Offensive rebound, and one. A big bucket right there from the Raiders. And that's going to be far with the and one. That's going to be Hannah Crumbles' first foul, so no foul concerns for her. But the 4th foul in the quarter on the Knights.
See Parr shooting for 2.
Kate Champion coming out of this, and Ellie Brackett coming in. Champion getting a much-needed rest. Up and good. A big bucket right there extends this to a 3-possession game with 4:30 left.
Still very much a winnable game if the Knights just bring it off.
See if the Raiders can come with a big defensive stop right here. Abby Courtney with the ball. Top of the key over to Lucy Courtney. 3 ball up and good. Lucy Courtney, nothing but nylon.
And you can see the Knights, their offense, playing a lot more outside, playing outside that 3-point line. We're just trying to stack up those points quick.
Up and good. Back-to-back buckets for the Raiders. Courtney with the ball. Spin move. And takes it back outside. Lucy Courtney cuts baseline, and that's going to be going the other way, looking for a blocking foul, but doesn't get the call she wants.
Yeah, a little bit harsh there. I don't know. A little bit of elbow, a little bit of shoulder.
Nonetheless, it's Raiders ball with 3:45 left. We see Fisher up court. Righty lay up and good and one. Second and one of the quarter for Farr. And she's carrying the Raiders on her back.
Oh my gosh. I mean, she is just eating the fouls.
Yeah, I mean, she's been going up and going up strong. It's definitely a fierce finisher when she gets to the rim.
Yeah, I mean, she sees that net and she knows that's the only thing she's going towards. No one's getting in her way.
And she can hit the free throws as well. She finishes off that and one right there and extends the lead to 9 points. So a quick run by the Raiders, and they have a little bit more of a cushion. Abby Courtney drives in, loses it, gets double teamed. Now even triple teamed. And the call will be a timeout by Coach Porter.
The Raiders now are probably just saying to themselves, get aggressive on the ball. We do not want to give them any easy points. We do not want to shorten this lead at all. Keep it at 9.
As we'll have both of these teams talk it over, and we'll be back in just a moment. So we're back here after the break. It's going to be a foul on the Raiders. So we'll see Courtney go to the line. So Courtney will be shooting 2. First one up and good.
And that's what the Knights need. I mean, they're going to take every advantage that they can in this battle. Still a lot of time left. You can still definitely take the lead, but they're going to need to give it their all for sure.
As all pedal to the metal from here on out, if you're the Knights, is you got to get some stops and you got to turn that defense into offense.
You can see playing very aggressive, the full court press, trying to get that possession back.
Maybe work a 10-second violation here if the Raiders aren't careful. 10-second violation. Big stop by the Lady Knights. I caught it right there. It was getting close, and they forced it.
That's just some great defense by the Knights. Doubling the person with the ball while also splitting both possible passing options. Just great defense by the Knights.
So that defense turns it into a possession for them. We'll see if they can get a bucket here. 3:09 left. Lady Knights trail 38-31. First time these two teams played, your Knights won that matchup. So we'll try to complete the series, or this should be the season sweep right here. Courtney's pass to Mercury gets picked off. Raiders going the other way. Righty lay up and good. As every bucket the Raiders get, it's going to make it harder for the Knights. Abby Courtney drives in. Righty lay will be no good, but she'll get fouled.
The Raiders playing some very aggressive defense, kind of putting their shoulder into it a little bit. Could be called as some fouls, but they're getting away with it, so why not keep doing it?
As just a reminder, we have the women's game now. Second part of our doubleheader will be senior night for the men's squad, as we have both Christian Virgilio and Braylon Ireland, our two seniors. Up court pass off the fingertips, and the ball will be going back to the Lady Knights.
Tried to OBJ it.
I mean, that pass a little Mahomey-like, but just couldn't get it to work. Abby Courtney with the ball. Knights trail by 8. 2:30 left here in the fourth quarter of play.
See again, the Knights really trying to stay outside that three-point line.
Abby Courtney in the corner. She'll drive baseline. Tough lay, just couldn't get it to finish. And we'll see what the Raiders can do here. If you're the Raiders, you also want to chew some clock, as the clock is on your side, as that's going to be a foul on the floor, blocking foul on your Knights.
The Raiders just playing smart offense, kind of pushing those fouls a little bit, trying to, entice the Knights to play a little more aggressive. Obviously, you look at how much time is left in the point differential. Knights need to play aggressive, and they know that, so they're going to take advantage of that.
So after that foul, see the Raiders go to line to shoot two, up and good. So one more free throw made here, and I hate to say it, but it'd make it a really, not insurmountable lead, but definitely a hard comeback if she gets this one to put it to 10. And she does just that, so Raiders lead 42-32. Knights trail by 10, 2 minutes to go. Good screen by Brackett. Abby Courtney drives in. Pull-up jumper up and no good. Rebound by the Raiders.
Raiders doing a great job on these defensive rebounds. Getting the ball up the court very quick for those just easy two lays. You see number 33 there, Dextre, been a key player so far for the South Round Raiders.
Courtney fighting for the ball in the corner. Tries to find Brackett. That one on the ground. And Mercury will come up with it. She'll take it herself. Now over to Crumbles. Pump fake. Back out to Brackett. Now to Abby Courtney. 3-ball. She needs this one. She gets it. Cuts the lead down to 9. Coach Porter calls a timeout. So second of the night by Courtney. And we can't stress how much Courtney has been a pivotal player, coming in as a freshman, first season on varsity, and arguably the MVP of this squad.
For sure. I mean, her and her sister Lucy, they just have so much chemistry on the court together. I mean, if one's not passing to the other one, they're setting picks for each other. They're playing smart defense together. It's just insurmountable, the effect that they've had on this young Lady Knights team.
So we'll see 81 ticks left on the clock. And Lady Knights trail by 9 at this moment. So going to need some 3-balls and need them quick. Yes. It's been a fun season announcing for both the women's and the men's team. Last women's broadcast of the season. And I know, Davis, you've been on a lot of the calls with me. And excited to continue this into next season.
I mean, I want to see how they develop next season. I mean, they're such a young team. They have so much potential. And I think it's going to be great as, we kind of perfect our announcing. They're going to perfect their game, and it's going to kind of go in tandem with each other.
The Raiders lose that ball, as yes, I couldn't agree more. I feel like this team, especially getting a key piece in Reese Long back next season. I mean, it's only up from here, with so much young players and no seniors on the roster. We're bringing back everybody, plus more, arguably, with freshmen coming in and Reese Long coming back. Courtney fighting for the ball. And timeout by the Raiders.
It's really rare that you have a whole team that can have 2 seasons to fully develop together, no one leaving. So I think that especially is going to be a key factor next year for the Knights.
I have to say it's super rare. I mean, I really don't think you see at the varsity level in really any sport you don't have a senior on the roster. Yeah. And they only have 2 seniors next year with Ellie Brackett and Tobin McGlynn as well. So it's still going to be a really young roster. Actually, no, 3 with Lucy Courtney as well. It's still 3 seniors on a team really isn't that many.
I mean, Lucy Courtney in the next couple of years, that'll definitely be a big loss. But she'll have her senior year. She'll ball out like she always does. And it'll just be great to see what the Knights can accomplish.
But their season isn't written off yet, as they're going to try to pull this one out. They have Citric Bears on Tuesday night. And that's going to be the last regular season affair before we get into the conference tournament. So we'll see the Raiders inbound. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us. Last one of the season. But we will be covering all sorts of sports in the spring: lacrosse, baseball, softball, and everything in between. So make sure to follow the LNC Sports Network for that content. Up and good by the Raiders. And the lead is back to double digits.
The Raiders just doing a great job with those lays. I mean, that's just been an insurmountable factor in Abby Courtney with a 3.
Yeah, she gets a 3 right there, cuts the lead to 8. As the Knights are just hanging around saying, hey, we're not done yet. So we'll see the 2 squads talking over in their huddles. As Coach Porter, last home game of the year, might as well pull out all the stops and see what you can do here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just run some more maybe just one or 2 experimental plays, see how that kind of develops with the team, and then in the offseason, next year, maybe start to expand upon it.
Yeah, I mean, really, when you're down by 8 here, 39 seconds left, you got nothing to lose. You might as well just throw the whole book out there and see what you can get.
Yeah, just see if something sticks,
Up court pass, a really good pass as well. Pull up Jay, no good. Rebound by Lucy Courtney. She'll be going the other way. Clock at 30 seconds. Trapped in the corner, tries to find Abby Courtney. And that pass no good, and we'll see a foul, as that might be all she wrote right there.
Yeah, I mean, the Raiders just doing a great job at getting in between that passing lane and just snagging them. Keeping their possession, playing smart offense. And Knights' incredible defense tonight. I think that's definitely been a highlight for them. But it's just nothing but good things for them in the future.
Up and good right there. Lead back to 9. And she'll go 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Raiders lead by 10. And yep, that's going to be a backcourt violation, as Mercury looks pretty shocked right there, but just a little bit too early. And the ball will be going back to South Rowan.
Just really trying to, get as many points on the board as fast as possible, and that's just going to cause some silly mistakes.
And talk about silly mistake right there. The Raiders will give the ball back to the Knights as stepping over the line, and that's a no-go. So we'll see if the Knights can capitalize off that mistake. Inbound to Abby Courtney. Drives in, righty lay, up and long. Rebound by Ellie Brackett. Ball fighting for it on the floor. Jump ball, and the arrow favors the Knights. So 13.4 seconds left. Courtney inbounds. Over to Caroline Mercury. She'll get doubled. That is going to be a foul. So looks like Mercury will go to the line to shoot 2. First one up and good by the sophomore.
Again, these are just these last-minute points. It looks better on the stat sheet,
Little stat sheet stuffers, you could say.
Yeah.
Garbage time points, and she'll get 2 of them. Coach Porter telling his girls to get up and press. Up, lefty lay, and good. And that is the ball game. So South Rowan comes out with a road W here in Huntersville. Your Lady Knights lose 50-40, last home game of the season. So we're back here for the men's game. We'll keep you updated in chat when that is going on. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back for the men's game in just a moment. And we are here, senior night. And it's a good affair here in Huntersville as the visiting South Rowan Raiders versus your Lake Norman Charter Knights. I'm Zay Metz. Alongside me is Davis Solomonson. Senior night, always a great affair, and two great seniors we got here celebrating.
I mean, it is going to be hard to hear us tonight. It is loud as can ever be.
Tip-off goes to Kuhn, and we are underway. The Knights wearing white uniforms with Kelly green and blue accents. The Raiders with red jerseys with black accents. As Ireland with the ball top of the key, the Raiders set up in a 2-3 zone. Ireland gives it to Morgan. He takes the three ball, up and no good. As the two seniors on the floor will be number 10, Braylon Ireland, and number 5, Christian Virgilio. Braylon, the top scorer for the Knights, and then Christian Virgilio, really the energizer bunny of this team. A great locker room guy and getting some play here tonight. Love to see it.
Very much the heart of the team. I mean, I can't tell you how many times the end of the game has ended with "We want Cinco." You know, I mean, he just is the heart of this team, and he really brings them together and gets the students hyped up to watch too.
Mislay by Jackson. Knights going the other way. Morgan with the ball, and he'll find Cinco top of the key. Everybody gets on the edge of their seat when Cinco has it. See what he can do. Inside to Morgan, now to Ireland. Screen by Morgan. He's got the ball top of the key. Crossover. Over to Wilkie, back to Ireland. Inside to Morgan. He'll get double teamed and he'll get fouled.
That'll be for number 32, James Ritchie.
As South ran a program that's been struggling this year, 0-20. And I bet if you're the Raiders, no better feeling to get your first win and spoil a team senior night. I mean, they're going to have to come out with some grit. As Ireland corner three, that one just misses. Rebound goes to Kuhn inside Ireland. Great cut, great pass, great finish. First points of the night for the Knights.
I mean, Ireland told us personally he wants to break the school scoring record of 34 points in one night. And I don't know if the Knights play their cards right and they possess on offense, they do their thing. That is very possible for our favorite senior, PG-10, Braylon Ireland.
34 to tie 35 to get the school record, so 33 to go. We'll keep a counter. Up and no good, just in and out. Kuhn comes down with the rebound, his second of the night. Up court, Christian Virgilio, three ball, got it! Cinco, three ball! And the crowd goes crazy. Nothing but nylon. Christian Virgilio. Wilkie trying to get the steal. Gets double team. Wilkie up court to Ireland. Now to Christian Virgilio. He'll slow it down, gets double team. Ball on the floor. And Brandon Wilkie will come up with it. Knights lead 5-0. Wilkie drives in, righty, up and good. Tough finish by the junior.
And the Knights just coming out with all the grit and all the heart that we expected, man. This is their senior night. They're not gonna let South Rowan take it from them.
I mean, they're coming out like a bull seeing red. They want blood.
Literally seeing red with the South Rowan uniforms.
Ireland over to Morgan. Thinks about the three. Will drive in. Step back. Jay up and good. Jay Morgan, count it. And South Rowan needs to call a timeout. The Raiders are getting flustered. They're getting outdueled by the Knights.
What an incredible first couple minutes for the first period. The Knights in the lead by 9. An incredible three by Cinco. Woo!
I mean, I feel like I need to take a deep breath right now, maybe an Advil. That's enough to just, get you riled up. And, hopefully that's a sign for things to come later parts of the night.
I cannot think of a better way to start the game. You get the crowd bumping with that first Braylon Ireland easy lay. Then you get the Cinco three, which is what we were all looking for tonight. Just get that off the bingo sheet.
Christian Virgilio has 8 points on the season and make that 11 now with that three. We'll see if he can tie his season scoring record just here tonight. I bet he can if he keeps shooting like that.
Do you know the record?
I don't know his single game record. I just know he has 8 points all season, so he'll try to double that tonight. We'll get a lot of PT on senior night. So the Knights lead 9-0, 4:50 left here in the first quarter of play. Fight for it on the ground. Jump ball, and the The Rock will stay with the Raiders. Good hustle right there by the junior Wilkie.
I mean, and that is just the kind of, the more aggressive nature that we're expecting tonight from the Knights. They want to possess the ball. They don't want the Raiders to even have a chance to score. They want it to be a shutout. And I think that's kind of what we're expecting here in broadcasting.
Almost a backcourt violation, but the Raiders keep it in. Good defense by Wilkie, still by Jay Morgan. Morgan will give it to Ireland. In the corner, Braden Wilkie, 3-ball, in and out. Rebound by Jay Morgan. Up court, Wilkie over to Seiko. Oh, they wanted him to shoot it. He thought otherwise. Cross court pass to Ireland. And back to Virgilio. We'll see if he can shake and bake right here. Over to Wilkie. And back to Virgilio, top of the key, 3-ball, got it! Back-to-back long-range threes for Christian Virgilio.
Bang, reload, bang!
Oh my goodness. Whoa, Christian Virgilio with the hot hand. Knights up 12-0. Drive in, up and good. Virgilio brings the ball up. Pull up, Jay. Good! Christian Virgilio, 3 for 3. He's on fire!
What are we watching here tonight? Christian Virgilio, not known for being an all-time point scorer, just sinking it, looking like a prime NBA star out there.
And Jay Morgan goes for the steal. He'll get charged for the foul. As Christian Virgilio's playing out of his mind tonight.
You see that grin on his face? He doesn't even know how he's doing it.
I talked to one of the players earlier today, and we're talking about Christian Virgilio with senior night play, and he said, Christian was shooting it rough yesterday in practice, but I mean, obviously, the tables have turned here tonight.
Practice the day before and the game itself are just two completely different things, two completely different mindsets. And, Cinco probably realized, this is my last game on this court, having these fans cheering for me. I got to give them a show.
A show? It could be a Broadway musical right now. So we'll see Young with the ball. Being guarded by Ireland. Now over to Moore. Moore gives it back to Young. He'll drive in. Pass inside. Working it around. 3-ball. Moore. No good. And that will be charter ball. So 3 subs in the game. As if you're not a senior, come off the court. It's pretty much the mojo. As we'll see Colin McConaughey, Major League, and Langston Holder check in.
I mean, it's just great to see how much this team has developed from the start of the season to now. I feel like definitely passing, their chemistry has gotten up so much. That was one of their bigger issues in those first couple games. They just couldn't possess the ball. Oh.
As Virgilio almost got in the corner, that pass picked off by Leak with the pass, and now be Raider ball. In the corner, being guarded by Holder. He'll drive baseline. Up and no good. Fight for the rebound. Up again. Nice finish right there by Zion Jackson, the senior. Leak with the rock over to Virgilio. And that's an errant pass stolen away by the Raiders. Up and no good. That one's short. Up court to Holder. Now to Virgilio. Thinks about the 3, will drive in, and he'll get fouled. Good moves right there. More moves than a U-Haul truck right there by Virgilio.
Virgilio probably realizing, I don't need to take it from far out every time. I got to diversify my portfolio tonight. And, a pass in, well, that'll do him just fine.
He finds Holder now to Ireland. We'll see if Ireland gives it back to Virgilio. In the corner. Now to Ireland. Back to Virgilio. They're leaving him open. He'll make a pay. Yes, he will! Virgilio back to back to back jacks from long range.
What is going on? It's like a jackhammer. Over and over.
Christian Virgilio, have yourself a night. 3-ball up and no good by Jones.
He found a lamp and rubbed on it and said, please make me make everything tonight.
Up and no good by Ireland. And the Raiders come out with the ball. Up court pass to Young. And Young being guarded by McConaughey.
Young looking like the kind of offensive play caller on the team, finding that space, making those cuts for the South Rowan Raiders.
Pull up Jay, up and no good by Jackson. Rebound by Holder. So Ireland will slow down the tempo. A quick first quarter so far, only a minute to go. This one's gone by in a flash.
Hey.
Inside to Holder, good move, righty leg. Great work right there by the sophomore.
Everyone's getting love tonight. Holder again, a player that you don't see as a big point scorer, more of a defensive guy. I mean, those easy 2 points, you'll take them all day.
Young with the rock. And the Raiders need points. They trail 19-4. 3 ball up and no good. Holder fighting for it. Showing off some grit. And he'll get fouled.
Holder took a little schnozum. A little bump to the nose.
Holder got that rebound. Elbows out. You're not getting this ball.
Like a Beyblade.
I couldn't describe it any better than a Beyblade, I don't think.
Let him rip.
Indeed. Clock at 31.5 seconds left. Ireland brings it up. Raiders back in their 2-3 zone.
The Knights just possessing the ball right now with a 15-point lead. They don't need to do anything. They don't need to force anything.
Just trying to get the last shot of the quarter right here, it looks like. Leak with the rock. Drives in, loses it. Raiders going the other way. Moore drives up. Leak goes for the block. Can't get it.
He got up there, though.
He did. Falls hardly, but that will be the end of the first quarter of play. Your Knights lead 19-6. Davis, I mean, this is probably the most fun first quarter I've seen in a long time.
I mean, I did not go into this game expecting that. I expected Christian to, get his couple points.
Do his thing.
Yeah, enjoy senior night. I did not expect the missile that he has, the homing missile. I mean, geez. There was a shooting star. He said, please make me make everything tonight.
And he has. I mean, I feel like it's a guided missile. He shoots it, and he controls where the ball goes right into the hoop.
No, some of those shots, I was like, all right. He missed his first one, and then I was like, oh.
So the Knights will inbound the ball. The start of the second quarter is now. Ireland to Virgilio. He takes the 3 ball. No way. Yes way. Yes, sirree. 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. Oh, my goodness.
Am I in a Disney movie?
I feel like I'm in a dream right now. I need to wake up.
Oh, my God. This is some memory that he's going to...
We're talking about Ireland breaking the record. Christian Virgilio might break the record tonight.
Christian, way past his 8-point season.
And he gets the steal. Knights up 22-6.
I want Cinco.
Virgilio, they want him to shoot it. He knows his limits, though. Macania drives in, lefty lane, nice finish from the freshman. He's shown some great flashes this season.
For sure. I mean, a freshman starting on varsity, the way that he's just developed with this team, and not really a bigger guy, not able to use his size, but able to just use his game knowledge, especially. He plays smart defense. He's always there for his team, never leaving an open guy. It's great to see how he's developed, and I hope we can keep him for a couple more years.
Ireland up, and he'll get fouled. As he'll go to the line to shoot, too. A strategic foul right there by the Raiders.
Ireland needing to definitely bring up some more points in these next 3 periods. Maybe tell Christian, pass the ball to me.
That's going to be I think it's going to be an open court foul or fast break foul, I must say. So he'll get the technical free throw and make it. So we'll get one more, and the Knights will retain possession. Up and in and out by Ireland. But it will stay Knights ball. So your Knights lead 25-6. 6:46 left here in the second quarter. And I must say the coaching staff wearing suits tonight, very snazzy. I like the look on them.
For sure. I mean, Coach K just looking like a real businessman out there, and that's what he's standing on.
They have been standing on business tonight for sure. So Ireland will inbound and finds Virgilio. Now over to McConaughey, back to Ireland. Good drawn-up play, but didn't get the look he wanted. Ireland will drive in. Lefty lay, up and no good. He'll get the foul, though.
That's what I love about Ireland, man. The play might not work out. He just does his own thing. He says, I know I have the, the handles to take on myself, and then he draws that foul.
So Ireland goes and shoots two, makes the first one. As I think the endurance of both of these seniors is going to be tested tonight. As I have to assume they're playing all game long, and they're going to be gassed at the end of this one.
For sure. I mean, it's just about, keeping those lungs fresh in any way that you can.
Raiders with the ball. Up and short. Offensive rebound, bounced around. They'll come up with it. Clean block, and that will be Knight's ball. That's going to be off Zion Jackson.
Jackson trying to just throw it up there.
Yeah. He's trying to get a foul there, just didn't get the call he looked for.
Yeah.
Ireland brings the ball up. Raiders bring the double.
Give it to Cinco.
Holder to Ireland. Now he sets the screen. Screen left side. Ireland will take it. Drive in, lefty, lay up and good. Tries to get the and one, but a tough finish for sure.
I mean, that's just what Ireland's known for. It's just those tough little lefty lays. Squeezing through the defense for sure, finding those open paint options, playing off picks. It's what we've seen all season. It's what we've seen all 4 years that he's been here.
I mean, he's very much a slimy player, if that makes it. He goes in there and he just kind of weasels his way in and gets that bucket.
And sometimes you don't even know how. You're like, there's 4 defenders there. How is he going through? He just knows where to put his feet. He knows how to bounce off of these guys while getting, too close to one while still staying away from another one. It's just about that equilibrium.
For sure. Ireland was charged with the reach-in foul. Only the first one of the night, so no foul trouble to worry about if you're Ireland. Your Knights up 29-6. It's going to be Knights ball, as that one was off Jackson. 3 subs. We see Isaiah Smith, Trip Algar, and Kason Prospect into the game.
Coach K, just trying to, get all the guys that we're used to in as well. It's senior night, but you still want to have everyone have their little, piece of the pie.
Ireland, shimmy, shimmy, shake. Up and good. That floater was cash money by Ireland.
Gosh, I didn't even hit a rim, I was just...
Timeout by the Raiders as Daniel Blevins needed that timeout. And he'll take it. So they call his troops over. And we'll take a quick break as well. Knights lead 31-6. We'll be back in just a moment.
We'll see, it's charter ball. Isaiah Smith passing in for the Knights. A foul for the South Rowan Raiders. We'll see Ireland. He's at half court. Playing it slow. Up by 25 right now, no need to rush anything.
Allen with the ball, top of the key. Finds Prospect, pull up Jay, and good. As the Knights have been on fire. I mean, they barely missed a shot.
I think they've really only missed one the whole night, which is just incredible. The Knights kind of more of a scrappier defensive team, just really taking things into their own hands. We'll see. Raiders just struggling to get things to connect. They're taking the shots. They're just not going the way that they want. We'll see Dalton there just hit rim. Cinco with the rebound to Braylon Ireland behind the back. Oh, and just right to Dalton. Dalton will dribble down court. Left of the key. He'll go all the way. Oh, and he'll just miss the layup. Agai with the rebound. Prost driving down. He's going middle. Passes to Ireland. Ireland left of the key. We apologize for the camera. The stand's having some difficulties right now. We'll be right back. See Isaiah Smith go up. A little bit short. Ireland gets it, though. Still a little bit short. Dalton dribbling down. He'll find the paint. Pass it out. Oh. And just an around-the-rim three for the South Rowan Raiders. That'll give them 9 points on the night. The Knights with 33. And we're back.
Yeah, we apologize for that, as the stand's been giving us issues tonight. It's ready to retire for the season and go into spring sports. Corner 3, Isaiah Smith, and that one misses.
See Dalton slowing the ball down. Oh, he'll go. And another just easy lay for the South Rowan Raiders. See Cinco passing in for the Knights. Braylon telling Aguirre, go deep, go towards the middle. And you can see he'll do exactly that. Ireland half court. Passes to Smith. He'll find Cinco. Cinco dribbles it out. Again, Knights just playing very slow offense right now, just trying to possess. And Ireland with an easy two lay. We truly apologize for the camera. See Dalton. Top of the key. Drives down left. Oh, but he won't get it.
So your Knights lead 35-11, 2:27 left in the second quarter. As this game's flying by in a flash, it feels like. I mean, time goes fast when you're having fun, and these Knights are having fun tonight on the court.
I mean, the energy tonight is just unmatched. I haven't seen it all season. I feel like everyone is just uplifting each other on and off the court, especially the student section, really bringing that umph that we've kind of been lacking on some games.
And, you know, the thing is it's not only senior night for the players and the cheerleaders, senior night for the students. As these seniors in the crowd, last ever high school basketball game, there'll be a student at. And kind of those good times that you remember in 10, 20 years, you know, talking back with your buddies, thinking about the high school basketball games you guys went to.
Thinking about when Cinco dropped up, 60 points.
Maybe 60. We're hoping. Ireland with the ball. Virgilio with the ball in the corner, over to Prospect. He'll drive in. Over to Virgilio. Corner 3, now we'll drive baseline. Great pass inside. Isaiah Smith up and no good. He'll get his own rebound. He's fighting for it, and that's going to be a walk.
Just got a little blocked up there. He had two defenders on his rear end and in his face, so it's kind of hard to go anywhere without taking a couple steps.
Yeah, for sure. Raiders with the ball. 3 ball up and off the back iron. As Virgilio says, I didn't do nothing wrong right there, and it'll be Knights ball.
It's like WWE.
So Ireland brings the ball up.
See Ireland. Pass to Cinco. Left to the key. And he'll shoot. And he'll make the 2. Oh, my God. just on fire tonight for Cinco. He knows it's his last game. He's got to give it everything he's got. Almost proven his spot for the team on the last game. The crowd chanting Cinco sexual.
Sexy, I think it was. As they're Virgilio's #1 fan tonight, you can hear it.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of has been all season. You know, he's always been the end of that line for the handshakes before every game. Just all the guys kind of relying on him. They talk about in practice. He's always there. He's always uplifting the younger kids. And it's just great to see a guy like that kind of have his, you know, he gets what he deserved. You know, he gets the great game that every player strives for. Oh, and will he continue it? Oh, he's human.
He is human, as he looked alien before, making all those 3 balls. Up and good. So only 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. We're going to have to figure out that camera halftime. We apologize for the issues it's given us tonight, as we'll do our best to fix it. Prospect over to Smith. Clock now at 13 seconds. Now to Virgilio. He'll take the 3. Got it! Christian Virgilio, money ball!
What is going on? What alternate reality are we in?
That's a good question. He gets mobbed right there. As what a game by Virgilio so far.
What an incredible first half. I mean, just props to him. Props to the whole team. But Cinco, you're making us all proud to be Knights tonight.
Your Knights lead 40-14. We'll be back after the halftime intermission in just a moment. And second half coming up now. 16 more minutes of basketball. And 16 more minutes in front of the home crowd for your seniors. As the story of the first half, 2 words. Christian Virgilio, he went off.
Maybe 1 word, sink O.
One word, 2 syllables.
Yeah, he was sinking them though. He was sinking the O's.
He was. Knights up 40-14. Drive and good. That's a tough finish right there by Young. Braylon with the ball. Raiders setting up in a full court press. You also see Dean the lean machine in as well.
Oh my, I didn't even notice.
And Levi Church. Virgilio in front of the student section, air ball. And that'd be Raiders ball.
I mean, it happens to the best. When you have a first half like that, it's okay.
I mean, you can't even be mad at Adam for putting up those type of shots. Young drives in, kicks it out. Pull up Jay, up, and no good. That one was by Blackwell. Ireland loses it. And it'll be Raider ball.
Dalton Young, kind of one of the more, jack-of-all-trades player for the Raiders so far. Really good at playing scrappy defense. I mean, he's pretty much their only shooter, too, so.
Raiders only with 16 points tonight, but we'll try to improve on that in the second half of play. So the Raiders bring it up, and we'll see Zion Jackson with the ball. Cross-court pass, up, air ball. Rebound by Dean, over to Levi Church, up court to Ireland, and he'll take it himself. I thought he was going to feed it to Christian, but he said, I'm going to take that one myself, thank you very much.
I think now he's focused on breaking that scoring record. I mean, he's probably at 10 on the night, maybe.
He can definitely get him in a hurry.
But it would just have to be some selfish ball.
Sometimes that's not the worst thing.
Especially in games like this where you're just trying to, get your own personal goals, not just win a game,
Zion Jackson drives in, count the bucket and the foul. So he'll go to the line to shoot one more. This one up and good. A good showing by the Nightmare. One of the most packed student sections, maybe since the Huff game earlier this season.
Yeah, I mean, it's senior night, It's the last night for a lot of these guys, and everyone wants to be out supporting.
Church. No good. Over to Ireland. Thinks about the 3 of 5. Dean, top of the key. No good by Roostrom.
Dean, my favorite player on the court. He just, great defensive player, just struggles a little bit on those outside shots. Hits some mean threes, though, he has this season.
And he shoots that sky. It looks like he's going to touch the moon when he shoots it.
Yeah, I mean, I could tie my shoes and it'd still be in the air.
Up, and that one's short. Trying to save it. Good job right there. Just keeping that ball on bounds and keeping it Raider ball. So it'll be an inbound by South Rowan. 5:54 left on the clock. They trail 19-42.
See Young, again, making those offensive play calling that you kind of expect, those outside shots. He won't make it here, but.
As Ireland comes up with the rebound, and he'll bring the ball past half court. Good pump fake. Good move. And that'll be a foul.
I love how unselfish the Knights are tonight. I feel like they're passing the ball around to all these guys who maybe are more defensive players or maybe just don't get as much playing time as normal. And they're saying, hey, this is your time to shine, And that's kind of shows the family aspect of the LNC Knights basketball team that we're kind of looking for and that the coaches kind of strive for. And it's great to see.
So Roostrom will inbound. That one will be taken away by Jackson. And good pass, good finish. Oh no, blocked away by Ireland. Knights going the other way. Virgilio brings it up. Ireland corner 3, fakes it, drives in. Roostrom. Oh, misses short. Fighting for the rebound. He comes up with it. Virgilio, he's open. Oh, just short. Gets his own rebound. Ireland, corner 3, no good as well. As South Rowan finally comes up with it. And that's going to be a foul on Virgilio. Is he shocked?
I mean, he made sure it was clean, had his hands up and everything.
That's the second foul on Virgilio. He'll come out for the first time tonight. Little breather. And Jay Morgan come in.
Yeah, I mean, you miss those 2 shots and then you get the foul, and it's like maybe you just need a sec to get back to where you were. And I think he'll come back stronger than ever.
So this 3 throw will cut the lead to 20. It is up, and it is no good, short, but South gets the rebound. Drive in, righty lay, and Young once again kind of one of the only guys that's really had an offensive spark tonight for the Raiders. Ireland, out to Morgan. Pump fake, drives baseline, spin move. Got the moves like Jagger right there.
Oh my God.
What a move.
The pirouette, a little ballerina, get him some shoes.
Long 3, in and out. And Jackson comes up with it. Blocked away by Morgan. And he's going to get fouled by Young. Hey. And Morgan went up for a dunk. I didn't know he could get up like that, but.
And almost the tee. They didn't call it, though.
They didn't get the technical foul that the Raiders wanted, but it will be a Knights inbound. We'll see Kuhn inbounding to Ireland. Ireland with the ball, top of the key. He drives in, up, and looks like it's going to be a walk.
And you know it's bad when your own student section disapproved of the play you made. But it's senior night. You gotta throw everything out there.
Indeed. Raiders working the ball around, trying to get something working. Good fake, good defense by Kuhn, and the finish no good. Rebound goes to Braden Wilkie. Up to Ireland. Inside to Kuhn, pump fake, gets some jump in, he'll get blocked. And the foul will go on the Raiders. That'll be on number 34, Carey.
You see Kuhn on the court saying, that was my bad. Just very much a team player, man. A big defensive guy, really good at just getting up in the post, getting in people's faces, stopping shots. But then not selfish at all, will just pass the ball whenever he needs to.
Very much the we, not me mentality for Kuhn. Kind of that energizer buddy. And a guy that every coach loves to have.
For sure. I mean, he keeps his own guys motivated. He gets the students motivated. And it's just good to see. He's a good guy on and off the court.
Kuhn takes a deep breath. Lefty stroke in and out. 0 for 2 from the line. So Young brings the ball up. And that'll be a handoff to Jackson. Good movement by the Raiders. They trail by 21. Young takes it back up, being guarded by Wilkie.
Raiders maybe starting to realize the importance of just taking those smart shots that can't be easily rebounded.
He'll drive in. Righty finish up and no good. Rebound by Morgan.
As what just happened.
Cross-court pass trying to use that baseball arm. Picked off right there by Blackwell. He'll go the other way. Up and one by Drew Blackwell. And the Raiders are fighting back here in the third.
The Raiders saying it might be your senior night, but we're not going to give up without a fight. We're not just going to let you pull all these crazy stunts on us.
Second foul on Jay Morgan. So Blackwell goes to the line to shoot one. Up and no good. He'll get to his own rebound. Puts it up. No good again. Rebound by Morgan. Morgan up court to Ireland. Drives in, finds Kuhn. Great pass. And he'll get fouled.
He'll get clobbered.
as this one Kuhn's good at. He gets the ball in the paint. He always hits him with that pump fake, gets him jumping, goes up, tries to get that and one.
I mean, really, he uses his size to his advantage. That's the best way to put it, man. He's big, but he's not too big. You know, he's wide, but he's not tall. And he can just kind of, you know, weasel around guys, take those fake shots, and then just get those easy lays.
And one thing to add about Kuhn is he is quick. Yeah. I mean, a guy that I know I played baseball with Owen. I mean, he's getting from home to first in a flash, and you can see that speed on the basketball court as well.
For sure.
Knights back up by 21 after those 2 free throws. Raiders with the ball. Jackson being guarded by McConaughey. Jackson trying to get something to work here. Up and good. Good move right there by the 5'11 senior. Ireland drives in. Tough finish, no good. Jackson now will push the tempo the other way.
Ireland maybe trying to force those lays to get closer to that scoring record. It's getting dimmer and dimmer as the game goes on.
Wholesale changes by the Raiders. 5 new players on the court. Coach K calls a timeout. Back here in just a moment. Your Knights lead 46-27. Back here in Huntersville, as Kuhn gets double teamed, trying to find someone to pass to, gets McConaughey. Cinco, corner 3! He stepped out of bounds. So, Virgilio back into the game, as we see 1:45 left here in the third. Up, good. Raiders fighting back here in the third. Playing that full court press.
Raiders just trying to make their presence known, saying, we're not going to make this an easy game.
Great offense right there from the Knights. Run and gun. Yeah. Bounce pass by Kuhn to Morgan. Yeah, that was a pretty lay.
You know, they realize the Raiders are turning up, and they say, we can do the same thing too, you know?
Drive in, up. Too easy, but can't get the finish. Kuhn over to Morgan. He's going to go up. Oh, went for the jam, and he got fouled. As I don't think Jay has ever gotten an in-game dunk, and he's trying to get one here tonight, it looks like.
No, that would be huge, though. I mean, we haven't seen a dunk from the Knights all season, so that would be the first and the last.
Yeah, I mean, the one dunk we've had was Colin McConaughey on the road, actually out at South Rowan on a fast break. Maybe he tries to get a dunk as well tonight. And the search section get into it, kind of protect their guy Jay. They want to see him get a yam.
I think we all do.
Jay going for a second free throw. Cash money by Morgan. Your Knights lead 50-29, 1:02 left here in the third quarter of play. Young with the ball, good move, drive in. And rebound will go to Jay Morgan. Up court to McConaughey. He's going to go up. Oh, I thought he was going to try to yam it down, but chooses the lay.
Did the little humbler lay.
The Knights playing a full court press of their own now. Trying to turn on the pressure. Up, no good. And rebound by the Raiders. Kuhn gets it. Kuhn, bounce pass Ireland. Good pump fake, floater, he'll get fouled.
See, Ireland just determined to get it point after point, everything that he can. Maybe a little too determined.
But he gets the foul and going on to shoot two. One thing Ireland's done great this year is getting to the free throw line. First in the conference in free throws made. Guess who's second? Colin McConaughey. So that shows that 1-2 guard combo. Get to the line a lot, and they make those free throws when they get to the line.
I mean, it's just great to see the Knights, especially last year, losing so many good players like Brady Kester, Julian Johnson, just being able to bounce back and say, hey, we're still able to come out here and give it our all and, be the top of these stat sheets.
Young gets triple teamed by the looks of it, and that's going to be a pushing foul. .1 left on the clock here in the third. And an inbound to Jackson. Pass to Young. Clock at 2. Floater. No good. And that's the end of the third quarter. So your Knights lead 52-29. One more quarter left here in this home season. We'll be back in just a moment. Your fourth quarter of play starts now. Your Knights lead 52-29. Cross-court pass for Virgilio over to Ireland. 3-ball, up and long. Ball on the floor, bounced around. And we'll see the Raiders go up court. Up, off the glass, good. Bounce pass to Holder, now over to Virgilio trying to save it. He does. But the Raiders come up with it. They have a 2-on-2 fast break up court and laid by Zion Jackson. Or excuse me, that's actually Tristan Littlejohn with the bucket. Virgilio, 3-ball, no good. Fighting for his own rebound. The Raiders got it. Pull up Jay, good.
Raiders starting to bring the heat.
Coach K notices that and he'll call a timeout. Cuts this lead down to 17.
Probably not winnable, but it's definitely...
Make it interesting.
Yeah. I mean, you dwindle that lead down to 10, even like 12 points, that's when it starts to get interesting. That's when the Knights need to realize, hey, whatever we did in that first period, we've got to get a repeat of, which is kind of what the Knights are known for. I feel like they come out really strong, and they have a couple of lulls between the second and third, and then they just bring it to the fourth.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that actually last game. The Knights with a 10-point loss to J.M. Robinson. They were up at halftime by 3, but ended up losing that second half by 13 points and losing that game by 10. As the 5 on the floor will be Kason Prospect, Langston Holder, Christian Virgilio, Braylon Ireland, and Major Leak. Prospect will inbound. And over to Major Leak. Now to Virgilio. Drives in. Tries to find Ireland. That pass gets picked off by Young.
Nothing Virgilio could have done about that. Young just came in and swooped it.
Oh. Big block by Holder. Says, get that out of here. Drives back in. No good by Young. Prospect will get fouled going the other way. Holder showing up the hops right there. And a good defensive play by the sophomore. Ireland with the ball. Over to Prospect. 3 ball. Good. His first points of the night.
Everyone, again, getting that piece of the pie. I think that's what they kind of are focusing on tonight, just getting everyone their flowers.
Rebound will go to Holder. He'll get fouled. Knights up 55-35, 6:24 left here in the fourth quarter.
You know what, camera? I'm proud of you for making it that long.
Having some difficulties with the camera again. We apologize.
She's been doing this all
And Davis, you know, the Knights, a great season here. What's your favorite memory, favorite home game memory calling a game on the Sports Network?
Oh, I mean, it's being made right now with Christian, I feel like. But if I had to look back, shoot, when we played Central Cabarrus and they had the guy who was just dunking it, and that was just so fun to call. There's so much hype around that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it has to be the win over Huff. I mean, kind of, you know, Huff looks at us as our little brother, and you kind of want to stick it to your quote-unquote big brother.
Yeah.
And we did that this year with a 10-point win over Huff. But a great season broadcasting for us, our first season on the Sports Network. And I don't want to spoil anything, but the spring for the Sports Network is going to be a big time, some big-time content coming out on the Instagram and our YouTube. So make sure to follow both us on YouTube, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and follow us on YouTube or on Instagram at LNC Sports Network, as we have some stuff in the works that can be really, really special.
All I'm going to say is, as someone who is personally involved on both sides of the camera, it's going to be special.
As back to the action tonight, Raiders with the ball. And they're working it around. 3 ball. Up and air ball. Puts it back up. Holder tries to go for the block. I think he'll get charged with the foul. Yep, that's a foul on Holder. As, yeah, you know, what's in the work in the spring, I feel like we're just going to bring a lot of new content for the Instagram. A new look Instagram with a lot of new templates, new interviews, a lot of great stuff. And then that big project we're also working on is just trying to elevate the content as kind of the seasons go by.
You know, actually, the reason that the first half of the women's game had no broadcasting was we were just working to the big project, which we're super excited to announce.
So make sure to stay tuned. That'll be coming out in the coming weeks and will be announced late parts of February. Raiders at the line for 2. Up and good. So Leak will inbound. And bring the ball up court. Bounce pass to Holder, gets picked off. Young with the rock. He'll drive in, up, and no good. Bounced around. And the Raiders just can't get nothing to fall as Major League slows it down. Over to Ireland. Thinks about the 3, drives in. Baseline, gets hacked at. Goes to the line to shoot 2. As Ireland trying to add to his tally. As when I was talking to both of these guys on our 84 feet series that really did well on the Instagram, Brown was saying that senior night's going to be an emotional night. It's going to be a fun night going out for the last time and all the, you know, that last time having that feeling, but also after an emotional night, looking back at all those practices he had, AAU and charter, all the time he spent with the boys in the locker room, and just overall a great time. Ireland inbound in the corner, getting double teamed. He'll get stripped away. Jackson with the ball. Up and no good. Leak with the rebound. That'll be a travel, yes. So ball goes back to the Raiders.
Leak just trying to pick it up, just kind of, juggling it a little bit between the hands.
3 ball by Moore. No good. Rebound goes to the Raiders. Inside. Back to Moore. Righty lay good. Five minutes left to go in the fourth. Leak with the rock. Over to Holder. Pump fakes. Drives in. And that's going to be a travel on Langston Holder. So we'll see Owen Kuhn and Jay Morgan check back in for Major Leak and Langston Holder.
5 minutes left. Do we see a Jay Morgan yam?
I would love to see it, but it's just going to be right place, right time for Jay Morgan.
A Jay Morgium, if you will. Morgiam, if you will.
I don't know if we're going to use that one.
Morgiam. I feel like it works.
We'll think about it in the offseason. Come back to you next year for a senior season.
So that's a no.
Raiders with the ball and picked away by Ireland. He'll go the other way and actually stolen away. Good hustle right there by Jackson.
You see the Raiders, again, really picking up the tempo in the second half. They're just playing smart, They're possessing the ball. They're getting steals when they can. And they're just taking advantage of unsettled defense.
Third personal on Walker, so that is the 5th foul of the quarter, so Kuhn will go to the line. And talking about the Swing Sports, Davis, a member of the men's lacrosse team, going for their 3rd state championship in 3 years. Kind of tell us a little about the expectations going into the season and why people should tune in.
Well, I mean, it's the three-peat, Everyone wants to see that. First 2 times, it's kind of just proving you can do it. Third time, it's kind of building that dynasty, and I feel like that's what we're all kind of focusing on. We lost a lot of seniors this year, but we're kind of focusing on a bottom-up rebuilding program. And I think we're going to surprise a lot of teams. I think the face-off department especially.
As that one up and no good. Yeah, the face-off department being you. And having to step into a bigger role this season in your sophomore campaign. Excited to see what you'll do for our Knights. Back to the action on the hardwood. 4:20 left in the fourth quarter. Knights up 60-38. Drive in, over to Morgan. Pass to Ireland, gets picked away. Up and good. Ireland inbound to Kuhn. Past half court, slows it down. And that's going to be a foul. So, Kuhn will go to the line to shoot 2. Kuhn a couple dribbles, a big deep breath, and it is no good. Kuhn, a guy, first season on varsity, he's made a big impact, starting in a lot of the games. And he's averaged 4.6 points, 4.6 rebounds, and assists and a half a game. Makes the second, extends the lead to 21.
Cinco looking for some second half points. I don't think he's had much luck so far.
Another offensive rebound by the Raiders. Foul charge on Kuhn. Second team foul of the quarter, so the Raiders not nearly in the bonus. Raiders inbound. And up to Young. Young to Jackson. He'll drive in. Good defense by Virgilio. Back to Jackson. Puts it up and good. Inbound. And that's going to be a foul on the floor on Blackwell. Kason at the line to shoot 2. Up and no good.
Kason, just really known for his athleticism on the team, I feel like. Kind of guy that just hustles down the court. You know, you give him the ball on one end, he'll make it to the other in the blink of an eye. But
as he makes that one, and looking ahead for the rest of the season for your Knights, they play a top 25 team in the nation on Tuesday night, that being Central Cabarrus. And then the week after that, they will start their conference tournament against a opponent to be announced. Question with the ball. He drives in, and he'll get fouled. So Virgilia going to try to get his first couple of points of the second half right here. Up and good by Virgilia.
And the buzzer going off too.
As we see Algar checking in for Kuhn. This one to extend the lead to 22. And that one short, rebound by Algar. Morgan to Virgilio. Over to Ireland. He'll drive in, righty floater, off the back rim, no good. Prospect with the rock. Tries to find Virgilio, good work by Jackson getting his hands in the passing lanes. Inbound to Morgan. Pump fake. Drives in righty lay, looking for the and one. He'll get fouled. A plethora of fouls here tonight for the Raiders. I mean, the Knights just kind of get into the line at will.
Yeah, I mean, both teams scrappy in their own individual ways. Raiders scrappy because they want the Knights to lose this game especially since it's senior night. And the Knights, you know, just want to secure this win, keep hope high for the incoming games, especially with the conference play. But both teams just going back and forth, I feel like. It's I don't want to say cheap shots, but it's some questionable looks, you know?
As Algar, another rebound, finds Prospect, and he'll get fouled. It looks like Ireland asking for the ball. I'm open, pass it to me. It's my senior night, not yours. No hard feelings, but Ireland obviously won on the rock with only 3 minutes left here at Charter.
If I had a quarter for every foul this game, I'd be able to get a soda after this.
Prospect misses that one. Maybe if you had a dime, not even a quarter.
Yeah.
So Morgan checks out and Rustrup checks in. Third free throw right here. Up and good. Knights up 66-42. 2:52 left here in the fourth quarter. Raiders working it around. Crossover by Jones. Kicks it out. Now to Young. Screened by Ritchie. Young, top of the key, poked away. Virgilio comes out with it. He'll go the other way. Righty lay. Good by Virgilio.
Virgilio's just having the game of his life right now. I mean, I'm just so happy for the guy.
This is something he's going to look back on for sure.
Let me tell this kid, you know,
In my day, I dropped 25 points on senior night. Algar with the rebound over to Ireland. Back to Algar. Now finds Virgilio. Over to Prospect. Now to Dean. 3-ball. Good! Dean Rustrup, corner 3.
Everybody getting some love tonight. Dean, the lean machine. Again, sorry for the mic or the camera difficulties. We'll see Braylon Ireland with the ball. He'll shoot a 3, and he won't make it.
And it'll be Raider ball. And a timeout will be called. Knights up 71-42, 1:33 left. We'll be back here in just a, or excuse me, no, that's not a timeout. I thought the South Rand coach Daniel Blevins called that timeout. As Braylon Ireland walking off one last time. A big hug to Coach K. An emotional moment here.
As we hear the student section crowning PG-10.
Ireland's trying to take it all in one last time. 3 ball, good. Prospect pushing the tempo. Over to Dean. Roosham will travel. And Isaiah Smith coming in for Christian Virgilio. Coming off the court one last time. And he's taking this one all in.
What a game.
What a game indeed. What a way to cap off kind of a, I want to say disappointing season, but a rebuilding season for the Knights. Roosham with the ball. Clock under a minute to go.
I mean, I think a key word with both the lady and the men's night is just development, you know? And as these teams get older, it's just going to be nothing but up from here.
Up and good by Levi Church. Pull up, Jay. No good. Rebound by Isaiah Smith. Clock now at 30. Isaiah Smith with the ball. Gets it to Church. Now to Roosham. Roosham up. No good. Just misses get his own rebound. And that's going to be a foul on Overcash.
Dean Lee Machine, you don't foul him. He'll foul you back.
Mess with the ball, you get the horns.
You mess with the curly mullet.
So Dean going to try to knock down these 3 throws right here. Up. And good by Roosham. As what a fun night for everybody involved. And I couldn't ask for a better way to cap off this season. 18 seconds left. Knights up 75-48. In the corner. Raiders working the ball around. Top of the key 3. Up. In and out. Roosham gets the rebound. He'll hold it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all she wrote. A final score of 75-48. And Morgan yams it down. What a great way to end off the season. Senior night for both Virgilio and Ireland. And wow, what a night.
I mean, especially Virgilio. I came into this game expecting, some good shots from him especially, but just not the dominant offensive machine that he was tonight.
Well, I want to say thank you for Landon Shawslake, Davis Olmondson, Henry Casey, Dylan Wignut, Palmer Hayes, Bryson Armstrong, Stevie Parker, Evan Johnson, Kyler Bogus, Billy Maddie. The list goes on that helped out with the Sports Network. We're going to say thank you to Mr. Schlegel, Mr. Smith, Mr. Schroth, everybody that has helped the LNC Sports Network put on productions for you at home to watch these games. I want to say thank you for tuning in, as you're the reason that we're broadcasting these games. For Zane Metz, I want to say thank you. What a season it has been, and we will see you in the spring. One last time, signing off. Good night.